there are no strings on me.
All right, what is good? What is happening, everybody? It is your boy Connor, your primitive AK here, back with another video for you guys. Today, we have a bunch of brand new updates coming to Warzone in the brand new Season 2.5 or Season 2 Reloaded update. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe. So, big shout outs to Activision for actually giving me some of this information a little bit earlier. Friday, we had a nice call with Activision, and they were showcasing a lot of what's going to be in store for the new update for Season 2. And man, oh man, I am excited, guys. You guys know that I play Rebirth Island a lot. Rebirth Island is getting a really nice facelift here. We're getting a bunch of new content, so we're gonna go ahead and get right through all of it. So just to zoom in on this real quick, because I know you guys probably can't see this very well. This is just basically a brief overview, just a roadmap of everything that's going to be coming within Season 2 Reloaded. So just to zoom in here, as you guys can see, multiplayer for Vanguard is going to be getting brand new arms race mode, which is a 12v12 with tanks. 12v12 seems a little bit on the low side, seeing as you can literally play 8v8 in Das House and also 24v24 in certain maps as well. So this seems a bit repulsive. I'm hoping this is a much bigger map. Actually, so far it seems like they only have one arms race map, which is called Alps, which is going to include some transport vehicles, a tank, and a motorcycle. Rank play is also going to be getting some updates here with new skill divisions and new exclusive rewards. We'll get into that a little bit later. Warzone Rebirth Island map update here. A bunch of new Rebirth Island modes and also features, which we'll be getting into in full detail. New operators, new bundles, brand new DLC weapon, which is the submachine gun Armaguerra 43. Kind of reminds me of the Guer 43, but looks like it's an SMG version of it. A brand new CDL event, and also a bunch of new bundles, which we'll be talking about in a bit, including Snoop Dogg. Yes, you heard that right. Snoop Dogg is coming to the game. So let's go ahead and talk about some of this stuff. Warzone overview. First things first, the update will be available at March 22nd, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's 12 p.m. on March 22nd. So tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Time, the Vanguard update will be available. So usually they have a habit of releasing the DLC weapons early in Vanguard. So I'll more than likely have a video covering that. So expect that in the recent update. Moving on for the Warzone update, this will be available on March 23rd at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So 12 p.m. March 23rd Eastern Time, you'll be able to download the update for Warzone. So that will be a day later. So first things first, Rebirth Island Reinforced. This is a brand new thing that they're doing for Warzone with a bunch of new map changes. So for those that previously or have played Rebirth Island on a regular basis, you may know a place known as Security, which was a very, I guess, repulsive spot to land. A lot of campers tend to land there a lot, and just, a lot of sweats like myself. We never really landed there because there was nothing to do there, and it was really only 2 choke points out of there, which kind of put it in a bad spot. Well, now they are making an entire map change here, and Stronghold will be the new security. So just to show you a screenshot of this, this is the new Stronghold location. So you guys remember this was docks, you had the helipad there, and this was basically nothing there. They now put a security tower there, and they have an entire building that you guys can explore. And obviously those same 2 choke points that are out there, you can access those from those points there. So this is the brand new Stronghold location. This is a new POI, or should I say an updated POI from what used to be called Security. So really happy to see this change there. I'm actually really excited to go ahead and land here and see what this is like. This is going to be a nice little playground for you Rebirth sweats out there. Moving on, some other changes here. They did make some changes to the basketball court area. If you guys see right there, we're going to go ahead and showcase that. There's actually a screenshot of that. Moving on, I actually didn't know about this one. They didn't tell us about this one. We have a brand new ship that is actually on the dock, by the docks area. This is top of the Rebirth, not the prison, but the other building to the left of it, where Grandma's usually is. This is the new ship that they have there, so this will be available. You can go ahead and explore some of that. I'm assuming you can go inside the captain's area in the ship, so that looks really nice to have that there. This is the basketball court I was referring to. This used to be a very wide open area, but I'm actually very happy to see that they've closed some of this up a little bit and made it a little bit more accessible. We also have some scaffolding here as well, which is more accessible for Rebirth map. I absolutely love what they've done here, guys. This gives you more cover to be able to escape from wide open areas, because trying to get your loadout here was very stressful sometimes. So the fact that they've tightened this up with some stuff in the middle of the basketball court, as well as this canopy on the catwalk, as well as the scaffolding area up here, very nice. And I'm really happy to see that they've done that. Hopefully it doesn't mess with your aim assist, because stuff like that tends to do happen. I'm assuming shower still remains the same. But like I said, a lot of great changes here, and I'm really excited to give this one a shot. We'll be having some gameplay of this up when the map does drop, of course. Some other big changes here. We have a brand new game modes for Rebirth Island. Starting off, this is a big fan favorite that a lot of people have been asking for, including myself, but we weren't entirely sure how they would go about adding something like this, and that is Rebirth Resurgence Solo. So there's a massive paragraph. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but when I asked about what this game mode actually was, they gave me details on it, and how this is going to work is you have X amount of players. I would assume 40 players on Rebirth Island, because that's usually the standard amount. Maybe they'll make it less depending. How it's going to work is, let's say you die, right? You die off the rip in Rebirth Island. You're able to respawn, and when you respawn and you land back on the ground, you have 30 seconds to stay alive. If you stay alive within those 30 seconds while the rebirth timer is still up, which is usually about 10 minutes or so, then you can keep respawning as long as you keep surviving that 30-second window. Now, I'm not entirely sure if that timer increases, so maybe with your first death is 30 seconds, followed by the second death, you just have to stay alive for 40 seconds. I'm not sure if it increases, but from when I asked them, that's what they told me. The timer was 30 seconds. So when you die, you respawn, you have to stay alive for 30 seconds, and you can respawn. That's how it works. Moving on, we have Rebirth Payload and Blood Money. This is exactly how it is in the previous versions of Blood Money and Payload, except now it's on Rebirth Island. Payload's going to be a 12v12 experience, and Blood Money more than likely will be the Plunder variant with 10 teams of 4, I would assume, for quads. Moving on, we also have some nice changes here. We have a brand new feature to the game known as the Weapon Trading Station. Now, this is still kind of up in the air as to how it works exactly. But from what I was told, they said, let's say you trade a legendary LMG blueprint or a legendary SMG off of ground loot, right? You put this in the trading station. You can now trade this out for something high tier, like a what do they call those things, like a self revive kit or a UAV or something along those lines, of equal quality, so that way you're getting your time worth for that. You do get XP for this as well, apparently. So that's pretty nice there. So as I mentioned here, moving on with Vanguard content, we have brand new game mode 12v12, new vehicles, new rewards and rank play, and also some zombies content, which we're not going to get too in depth with. But just some screenshots that they've shown here regarding the 12v12 mode. And so the Alps map looks pretty big, but 12v12 seems a bit repulsive. Like I said, I'm still a little bit skeptical over that. We'll also have some brand new rank play rewards here. This is a screenshot of some of the rewards that you'll be getting for playing rank play. I don't typically care for it, but I know some people are really dying for that exclusive Vanguard content for league play, so hopefully that is something good there. Some zombies changes here. Like I said, I'm not really going to get too much in depth with these. If you guys want to read the full notes, I'll leave a link to these in the description. We also have a brand new SMG called the Armaguerra 43 SMG, which will be available later on throughout the season. Now, if I remember correctly, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but this was going to be added later on throughout the season when they first announced Season 2, so I'd assume it was going to be dropping now, but unfortunately that doesn't seem like it's the case here, unfortunately. So it looks like this new SMG will not be available at launch, which is a bit disappointing, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see whenever they decide to drop this. Moving on, we have Snoop Dogg coming to the game as well. This was rumored, or actually not even rumored, but I'm pretty sure they announced that this was going to be dropping on April the 19th, I believe, which is a Tuesday, which would make sense. So this will be available. I'd assume this pack is going to be 2,400 COD points, so prepare your wallets for that. We also have a brand new Pro pack, which will be available. And moving on, we also have the Boston Breach Team Pack, which is a CDL pack that'll be available. I'm assuming that's going to be a flat $10, not COD points, just flat $10. We also have Tracer Pack, Attack on Titan Mastercraft Bundle, which is already available in the store, by the way. I'm not entirely sure why they're advertising this in the Season 2.5 update. Maybe they ran out of bundles or something. But yeah, that's available in store now. And the Snoop Dogg bundle, like I said, they say light it up close to 420. So I'd assume this means, once again, it is dropping on 4/19/2022. But anyways, guys, that's pretty much all there is to know regarding season 2.5. If you guys are excited, let me know. I will be covering some when I do some of my class setup videos. I may mix it up and do some resurgence solos, maybe some payload in there. These will be mixed out LTMs throughout the season, so do bear that in mind. But I'll catch you guys in the next one. Hope you guys do enjoy. Make sure you guys drop a like and sub, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. It's your boy Carnage Primitive AK signing out. Peace out, fellas.